When can a lawful permanent resident apply for citizenship? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our office here in St. Louis, Missouri. The general rule is that if you've been a lawful permanent resident for 5 years, that you can apply for citizenship at that time. So whatever way you got your green card, whether that was through the diversity visa, through marriage, through fiance, through work, any of those methods allow you to apply for citizenship after 5 years. But if you've been married to a U.S. citizen for 3 years, and they've been a U.S. citizen throughout those 3 years, and you've been living together in marital union, the law allows you to apply after 3 years. So you can shave 2 years off the wait between the time you get your green card and the time you apply for your citizenship. So what does it mean to be living together in marital union? Well, the best evidence of that is that you, in fact, have been living together. But does that mean that if you haven't been living together that you can't apply after 3 years? It depends on the unique circumstances of your case, and the government will look through the facts of your case. And if you've been separated due to military service by one or both members of the union, or if you've been separated due to legitimate business reasons, that because of economic hardship or because of employment situations, the law does allow for you to apply at 3 years, even if you haven't been living together every day. If there's been a legal separation or anything else, that might be problematic, and it might make it that you have to wait the full 5 years. Now, just because you can apply after 3 years doesn't mean that you can. So we would say that if your marriage is on shaky ground, or if you've been having troubles, that it might not be a good idea for you to apply on the 3 year, and it might be better for you just to wait the full 5 years. And we've seen plenty of cases where couples have been either on the verge of divorce or going through a divorce, and they try to apply on that 3 year provision, when in fact it would have been a much better idea to wait for the full 5 years. And the reason for that is that when you apply after 3 years, you have to demonstrate that you have been living in marital union, that you are still married, that it's a legitimate marriage, and you have to go through all of the evidence that you had to submit when you filed for the original green card. It's not that onerous, but your spouse is going to be expected to be at the interview, and you are going to be expected to produce evidence that the marriage is legitimate and ongoing. So these are the things to think about, whether or not you want to apply after 5 years or 3 years. One other thing, you can apply 3 months early for either of those. So if you had your green card for 4 years and 9 months, you can actually apply at that time, because the law allows you to file 3 months early. This is also true on the 3 year provision. If you've had your green card for 2 years and 9 months, the law does allow you to apply 3 months early. One other thing to keep in mind is that if you've been traveling a lot, you may need to really inquire as to whether or not it makes sense for you to apply after 5 years or 3 years, because remember, you have to spend at least half the time, either half the 3 years if you're married to a U.S. citizen, or half of 5 years if you've not been married to a U.S. citizen and you want to apply on the 5 year provision. You're going to need to have spent enough time in the United States, and you're going to need to have spent enough time right before you file in the United States. So there's a lot of meat here. There's a lot of things to think about. We want you to make a good decision. So if you have questions about this, feel free to give us a call at 314-961-8200. You can email us at info@hackinglawpractice.com. If you like this video, please click on the subscribe button. We try to update the videos often, once or twice a week. And if you have questions you want us to shoot a video for, we'd be happy to do it. Just email us at info@hackinglawpractice.com. Have a great day.